Guys, Darksiege RPG, and welcome back. This is development blog number 2. A lot of things have happened, and I'm releasing this video for two reasons. A, I want to keep you guys who have subscribed to this channel informed about the progress in the game. More importantly, I'm making this video because we do desperately need people to join our team. I'm going to talk to you about the overview of all this stuff in a second. I just want to mention, currently we do have one level designer on the team. He's been designing the level for us. He's having a lot of computer technical difficulties, so I don't know whether he's still on this project or not. But we do need level designers, and we do need 3D modelers, animators, and especially riggers. Animators and riggers is desperate. We need that. Currently we don't need any more additional scripting help. I'm still doing it myself. I'm happy doing that, doing all the basics. As the game progresses and we get more models and we get more level designs and more things going, that's when I'm going to be looking for more C# coders to kind of carry on in one direction or do certain things. Anyway, this is the idea for our kind of home menu. So what I want is, I want a video played in the background, an overview of the game, like a kind of camera panning over the different islands, the different areas, with gameplay of the mage, the rogue, the warrior, all kind of like meshed into one, like a huge collaboration kind of thing. Well, not collaboration, collage, I don't know what they call it. But anyway, you press, the only things that work here is quick game, options and development team don't work yet. The about page goes on here, and now we go start game. So this is going to be our character creation screen. When you've created a character, they're going to have the character names here, and you're going to be able to scroll through it so you can choose different stuff. This is our temporary kind of create new. So this kind of character screen is going to be almost like the World of Warcraft screen, except when you click on the character, it's going to have your character come up here and rotate and stuff. So when you click new, you get to choose your character name. There's 3 different classes: warrior, mage, and rogue. If you click the warrior, you get an overview of the warrior class. Now it says play game here. We're going to get a warrior model kind of rotating, which I haven't done yet, mage and rogue. I'm going to go ahead and choose rogue, and then we're just going to play game. So interesting, this is a medieval RPG, and we have a spaceship and stuff in there. I'm not going to tell you what that's about, unfortunately. Okay, so I've disabled the sound for this game. So first things first, a huge difference, we do have a model. We have multiple models in the game now. Unfortunately, they're not rigged. The thing that I want to show off now today is a lot of things. More importantly is this is going to be our third person camera controller and camera. As you can see, it works. You hold down the right mouse button to rotate and stuff, and you zoom in and out by using the mouse wheel. Now, the only problem with this at the moment is the camera can go through objects. Now that's going to be fixed later on. I know how to do it, I just haven't gotten around to do it, but I will do it. Second thing second is that we do have a mini-map now with a player icon, and you know, that's what wasn't there last time. We have a mini-map icon which you can close and show. That's going to eventually show you all the icons stuff on the mini-map. Now, one thing about this camera is cool, because when you turn the camera this way, if you move forward, the camera automatically rotates. Now, as you see, this camera is kind of stale. The character is kind of stale. It doesn't have any animations. That's why we need animators and stuff on the team. So one thing I was adamant about is having basic kind of transformations in the game. We got them at the moment. We haven't fixed or rigged them or whatever. Now, one thing I'm going to do is, when you're a mage class, you will have the ability to not just transform in these, which all characters can do, but transform into other creatures which you can use for attack and stuff like that. So this is the wolf. Also in the background, please notice that there's a day and night cycle going on. I designed this nighttime skybox myself. The daytime is currently the basic one that's in Unity. I think it's called Sunny 3. Now we do have, what we have at night is we do have a dwarf star which comes round, so I thought it'd be much more interesting than the moon. And during the day we have a huge star. Unfortunately, they're not working at the moment. I need to fix a script on that, but they do work. It's a few technical glitches. Now notice also the camera is adjusted. It adjusts perfectly to the models, so you don't zoom in and out of models and stuff like that. Now we're going to go into our kind of dragon. This is going to be like a cool thing. So if we kind of zoom into our dragon model, as you can see, that this for the dragon isn't kind of, it's centered around its stomach. So I will need to fix that in the camera eventually, and this is what it's like when it goes back into humans. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one model which is temporary, the wolf one, which you're going to use to, you know, get over land faster. One which you can only use underwater. So, you know, when we have a setup where you go underwater and, you know, you have a limited amount of time where you can breathe. Eventually you'll be able to unlock a underwater transformation which will allow you to breathe freely underwater. And a dragon one will allow you to fly around the landscape. Now, since this is a starting area, you won't be able to fly around the starting area, but obviously on the mainland in the higher level you'll be able to do that. First things first is I fix the quest, the bug on the quest. As you can see, if you keep pressing E, you can close and stuff. We also have a close button. So I fixed the quest issue, the bug that wasn't kind of tracking our quest. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Also notice the shadows. So I'm just going to go kill one wolf. As you see, one wolf dies and the counter goes up. Now these lights, they turn on during night and they turn off during the day. Now, as you may have noticed, this kind of sphere going up and down, this was just a test script to test stuff like paths for enemies, for NPCs in particular, like guards and stuff. So this is just a test, and that's just to show it works. Now, I do currently have a cinematic in the game, a camera cinematic with sound. I'm not going to play that though because it's not very good when I'm voice acting. I probably will at a later stage show you what it's like. I need to fix a few glitches in there because there are a few technical glitches with sound and stuff like that, so I need to kind of correct that. But hopefully you guys will like that because it is pretty cool. The camera and stuff works pretty well with it. It's only going to be a temporary kind of one. Eventually what we'll do is we'll get someone who's good in Cinema 4D and we'll have some proper cool cinematic ones, but obviously that's later down the line when we need more people and such. So as far as this landscape level design is concerned, nothing's changed from last time. I haven't level designed anything because I'm not a level designer. I'm waiting for our level designer to do anything. So apart from last time where I showed you all the health and stuff and the attacks, etc., I haven't really done much as to the targeting system. I haven't really put any basic classes in yet. My next task coding wise is to give everything a basic class, and we're going to set up a basic database. We'll have looting, we'll have inventory system, we'll have items and stuff that can equip to the player. And various things like that. So that's what's going to be the next big thing for this game. And then once we set up an inventory, I'll set up a basic inventory quest, and then we'll set up a basic kind of go to this area, blah blah blah, and follow this NPC to blah blah blah. And that's what we're going to do. And that will basically conclude the basic questing for an RPG, really. That's what, and we'll just use that as a base and build up upon, which obviously when that time comes we will need more people to basically join our group, really. So anyway, the last thing that I'm going to show you is the opening kind of door thing. So this is a building. Hypothetically, you press E to enter it, it animates, and then you should be able to load in. So see, we've loaded up into a new level. This is just a temp level. The only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't given it abilities. Say for example, I'm going to go back. We're going to go back now into the first level. We don't have the ability to save data. Now what I mean by that is, see, we'll start back at night and that's kind of refreshed it. So obviously this will be pretty useless if we're level 50 and then we walk into a building and then suddenly we're back at level 1. You know what I mean? That's going to be fixed later on. As I said, we do need a database, so that's what's going to be there. Apart from that, the only thing we have in this script is we do have gravity. Gravity works quite nice, and we have jumping. What I'm going to do later on is, as you can see, this kind of character kind of bobs down. That's just a temporary kind of bob. Eventually we're going to have like a falling kind of thing, so the character will fall and slide down areas like this. But obviously we will need a rigger and animator to assist us with these animations, otherwise it will always just look like a static model just bopping up and bopping down, which is not something that we really want. We want a nice kind of smooth slide and fall, and obviously we'll get to a stage where if a character has fallen off so X amount of distance, say for example from here to here, it will kill the character. That's all to be done. So on closing, this is the game in its current format. As you see, we have shadows. I don't know whether I mentioned that or not. please, you know, if you are interested in this project, you know, please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try and make monthly updates if I can. What I will say though is, if you are a kind of animator, rigger, 3D modeler and level designer, especially if you are a 3D modeler and you're looking to join a group, please, you know, message me on the Unity forums, message me via YouTube, message me in any way you can. We'll want to check out your portfolio, and if you're up to scratch, then we will definitely have you on board. The only thing I will say is, at the moment we're not paying anybody. What we will promise though is that if you stick with us to the very end of this game, you will be entitled to a percentage per release. What that means basically is, if we sold 50 of these games on Steam, then you'll be entitled, if you're entitled to 10% per sale, you'll be entitled to 50 times 10%, for example. Hope that makes sense. You'll be entitled to a percentage per sale of one of these games, and at the end of the month you have a nice wealthy paycheck and etc. like that. But yeah, that's been this game so far. The skybox fading and rising works really well. Anyway, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see some of you on our group. And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below or in the Unity forums. If you are watching this via the Unity forums, please leave me a few comments and stuff, and I'll be able to answer them as quick and as truthfully as I can. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a nice day.